This is a killer negotiating tool from our Entrepreneur Now Nano Course series of 10. These are proven tools you can use in both your business and in your personal life. Here's Ken Burke.
Let's get started now with some great negotiating tools and techniques for you. Tool number one, always let the other person go first. Now, I know you're all too eager to get started in the deal. You want to stake your claim and state your position right up front. But I got to tell you, there's absolutely no advantage to doing this because you don't know what the actual starting point is from the other person. You're missing a huge opportunity by not hearing from them. So my first piece of advice to you is be quiet and listen, because that is actually one of the best negotiating tools you have are your ears, not your mouth. Because what happens in a negotiation is people will try to fill up the void. When they hear silence, they start talking. And what you want to do in a negotiations, be quiet and listen. And difficult negotiations, you want to hear from the other person. You want to get information so that you can react to it. You're much better than putting out and stating your position first. Now, I got to tell you that this works 8 out of 10 times. And what I recommend doing is just simply saying, why don't you suggest a starting place? That's really, it can be very, very effective question to ask. Why don't you just suggest a starting place? All right, so now I literally was negotiating a deal a couple of weeks ago, running through the San Francisco airport on a deal that I hadn't actually done before. As I was talking to the person, they wanted to license my content in a way that it was not normal. It was kind of on an annual basis. They wanted to pay up front, and typically content is licensed based on usage. So I really didn't actually know where to start. And I was thinking in my mind while we're talking, I've got to throw out a number. What do I do? And I said, wait a minute, Ken, why don't you stop and ask and just let them know, you know what? I don't usually negotiate. I don't usually license my content this way. Why don't you suggest a starting point? And he did. He came back, suggested a starting point, and guess what? It was higher than I thought because I was going to go in and lowball in order to get the deal. That would have been a mistake. And now I have a starting point for which now I can negotiate up from there. So you always want to know the starting point of the other person. Tool number one is always let the other person go first.
Thanks for watching our Killer Negotiating Nano Course. We hope you found it valuable. Check out all of our other great courses at entrepreneurnow.com/library.